Hey guys, welcome back to another Empowerment Talk and What's Right with Life with Jody Baudak. How are you? So, this is the feedback I'm getting from you guys. And guess what? If you don't ask, you're not going to receive. Same with everything in life. So you asked, so now you're going to receive. So, I have been getting asked to do another program. The webinar that we have up, 6 Weeks to Change Your Life, did phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. And there's a lot of testimonials that I would love to share with you guys, but I just really like to protect people's privacy, so I don't, and sometimes I might ask if I can use a sentence or two, but, we get really deep with people and we release a lot of really amazing things in their life. There were a lot of things that really profoundly changed in people's life after they did the 6-week Change Your Life program. Yes, do I suggest that you read the book? Do I suggest that you do the 6-week Change Your Life program? Absolutely, because it's a level. Like you start here. Okay, I'm getting into the habit of, for 31 days, I'm seeing what's right with life. And then, okay, I'm doing a 6-week Change Your Life program. So it's not a one and done thing. But if you don't want to do those and you want to just jump ahead, that's totally fine too. But really, I'd prefer you to do the book, do the program, do the next program, but not everybody learns the same. So you do whatever you need to do. But I don't know if you caught what I was going to tell you. We have a new program coming out. We've been working on it. It's crazy. It's just absolutely crazy what's coming out of just these little tidbits that we're dropping to you guys, these little nuggets that we're throwing out, and you guys are sharing them. And it's wonderful, absolutely wonderful. So we're going to be hitting on a couple really deep subjects. One subject is a relationship. What is your relationship? I don't want to just talk about your romantic relationship. What's your relationship with yourself? That is so profound, you guys. If you don't have a great relationship with self, you're not going to have a relationship at all, because you're going to keep looking externally for somebody to fill you up. But if you can find a really beautiful, great relationship with yourself, you don't need anybody to fill you up. Everybody else is just an addition too. So then your cup runs over rather than always trying to fill it. So that's one subject that we're really going to dive deep into. And I'll talk about romantic relationships too. Absolutely. I do so much couples. I semi-private train couples. We do couples yoga classes. I pretty much sit down with couples and say, okay, let's talk about this. Let's write this out, So definitely we'll work on that also, but we're going to work on your relationship with yourself. And then we're going to work on your relationship with someone else. And it can be a couple, it can be a relationship with people that you love in your life or people that you don't even like in your life. But we got to get right with all of that. So that's one thing we're going to talk about. We are going to have a very, very dignified conversation about money, because sometimes money ends up being taboo. If you're in one social class, then, oh, those people. I'm going to tell you what, those people are your people too. You don't know what they've gone through in order to be where they're at, all right? So show people some grace, you guys. You just don't know. But I'm going to tell you something. Money is a beautiful thing. It really is a beautiful thing. And it's not something to be ashamed of, because if you can allow yourself to receive and allow yourself to have a beautiful income and multiple revenue streams coming in, do you know what you can do for the world? Do you know that you could probably go in and buy an entire family groceries for a year, or send somebody's kid to school that's never, ever going to have the opportunity to do that? I'm going to try not to cry telling you this, and I always tell you guys this stuff. So we had somebody in the studio here, and when someone just needs something, you could just see it, absolutely see it. So we gifted this person a couple things, and in doing so, the person is just really like, I can't believe somebody believed in me that much. Well, absolutely, we believe in you. We see something in you. And then to come to find out that this person actually had a horrible, horrible family life growing up. Parents were addicted to heroin, was thrown in a foster system, and she came out on top, absolutely on top. So I want you to be in a situation where you're doing great in your life so that when you're dropping a little extra to somebody, it doesn't matter. Because you know what? What's going to happen is we're going to fill this kid up with some love. And we're going to fill this kid up with some hope. And then in 20 years, when she's a little older and she's going to be in the situation, she's going to do it to somebody else because somebody gave her a chance. And it was all because, you know what? I worked really, really hard. And I believed that money is a good thing. I didn't believe that money was a bad thing. So without bawling my eyes out and telling you guys all this stuff, I really, really want you all to change your relationship with money. Don't put your cap on like, oh, well, my dad only made $50,000 a year. And $50,000 a year is a beautiful thing. I'm not saying that, okay? But I don't want you to cap yourself because somebody in your life made a certain amount. Like, I want you to be able to be like, I can make $22 million a year and that's fine. Like, that's why I want you to be able to take yourself in your mind and in your soul, that you can take yourself any place that you want to be. And I'm not telling you the story about that girl. I had no intention of ever even sharing that. It just came out, and sometimes I think things just come out for a reason. So I'm sure all of you do something for people all the time, and you should, because it is so awesome to give. But what you receive back in return in your soul is unbelievable. So you guys just change your relationship with money, make it a positive one so that you can be able to give, okay? I want you to be able to give. I talked to you guys a little bit earlier about your relationship. I also want to talk to you about ownership of self, because sometimes we give way too many other people power. Do not give other people power over your life, all right? You are in control. You are absolutely in control. A lot of people nowadays work from home, and I think that's beautiful and it's wonderful, and you know, being able to remotely work from anywhere in the world is such a gift. But what happens is that you spend a lot of time by yourself, and then a lot of things start running through your head. So I want you to take ownership of self, okay, of your self-care, of making sure that you get out and you take your classes, making sure that you go out and you meditate, making sure that you connect with people face-to-face, unplug, okay? Absolutely unplug for an hour or two. So Katie was off on her honeymoon, and officially she was only on her honeymoon for 2 weeks, but she was out of here for almost 3 weeks, solid, minus a couple hours here and there. And so I was working a lot of extra hours on top of doing what I already do, plus we created all these extra modules, and we have so many things happening for you guys, and I'm super, super excited. But she filters a lot of things for me all the time. Like, she answers a lot of emails, she answers my phone all the time, like she takes care of a lot of things. But, and really, I can't tell you how much I appreciate that part. But I had to actually tell several people, I am unplugging. Please don't email me, text me, call me, because I'm not answering you right away. I'm unplugging for me. I'm unplugging so that I can play with my nephews, so that I can snuggle on the couch with my dogs and give some time to my family, or just how about some time to fill up my own soul. So I want you to take ownership of self. And sometimes telling people no is really the best way to tell yourself yes. So we're going to work on ownership of self. So that's one really huge thing, because so many of us are so selfless, and then we give and we give and we give, and then we don't allow ourselves to fill up our souls. So that's something I'm really going to have you working on. Another thing I want you to work on is letting go. Guys, let the shit go. I know I'm swearing at you, but let it go. You know, what happened before, all right? Just done. You learned from it. You know, just move forward. That's all I'm going to say on that, is let the shit go. And I think we should do a whole podcast on that, but we'll come back to that another time. And then I want y'all to step into your greatness. Absolutely step into your greatness. I wrote something back in, the early 2000s, and it was all about stepping into your greatness. I think it's in our book too, isn't it? I'm not sure. I know it's on our front door here at the studio, and it's a long thing to read, but if you just stop, I mean, it's probably about this much big on a poster. If you just stop for a second and just allow yourself to step into your greatness, gosh, you have no idea what your greatness is. because your greatness today is going to be here. But if you allow yourself to step into your greatness today, and then guess what? Your greatness comes here tomorrow. Then your greatness comes here, and then it comes here. You know how I was talking to you about being able to help people now? Guess what? They see you. They watch you grow. You level up, you level up, you level up. People level up with you. You reach your hand down to help them up. You're not reaching your hand down to push them down. You're reaching your hand down to put your hand out there and extend it and pull somebody up too. So why not? Why not step into your greatness? Just do it. What are you holding back for? So that's what I got for you this week. So sorry for all the tears, but I'm not really sorry for the tears because they were raw and they were real. And she will have to cut out of this video, I promise you. Some mascara might be running down my face right now. So, but I love you. Thank you. Bye-bye.